Here we go, boys. This is Anthony from West Coast Custom Concrete, the best in the West. We are in Huntington Beach, and I did the driveway at this house prior. This is at the guy who owns my yard's house, and he wants to make an RV ramp, which in Southern California means big property value goes way up because all the beaches, there's a lot of state parks parking, and you could just pull your RV out and go stay at the beach from 10 at night till 5 in the morning till 10 at night. So we got Javier in this. I'm just knocked down the wall. I'm going to make a ramp because he's just going to back up over the curb and park an RV over there. RV parking down by the beach and in Orange County just absolutely boosts your home value when it says RV parking because there's so many people that put people in it, or you can hook the sewer to it right there, and one of your family members live in it, or you just pull it out every weekend and go down to the beach or during the week. So to have an RV parking down here is a big plus because zip code and in pricing is very expensive to have this kind of room. Otherwise, you got to rent a spot and probably pay $300 a month. And the problem with that is they're limited now. They used to be plentiful where you could get a spot no problem, but now it's really tight because a lot of the lots they sold and developed them. So here we go. I went and got 4 yards of road base just to put over all this and compact it. So we got a good base. The soil is super good here. This is another best in the West. These jobs are so awesome. Like flat work is just what you would call easy money in concrete to some degree. That trailer holds about 4 yards. That's what it held. That's a Case 420, 74 horsepower turbo. It's a good machine. Controls are pilots. They're pretty good. There's the dog. She likes to hang out with us all day. We did the driveway here. It was about 2.5 loads. So I got a bunch. We're just going to get caught up on all these videos that we're behind on. We're behind on a bunch. And I'm going to do some more bike reviews, tool reviews. When you got a reputable channel and you're putting work up like this, you get a lot of offers to do. Javier's not used to these controls. He's used to Bobcat hands and feet, but he's good at everything. He'll catch on quick enough. It takes a couple of weeks to get used to those controls when you're a Bobcat guy like he is. So he's like, oh man, I can't do this. That's how I was when I first bought it. I was like, holy crap, I might have made a mistake. And when you guys see me braking with the breaker angled, that's when I'm tired and my eyes are half cocked. I want it perpendicular, straight up and down. And then when I'm braking and it's going into it, I want to then angle it and wiggle it to put a crack in it. I got back in it to grade it out. I'm used to it. Javier's not, like I was saying. So I got a big retaining wall I'm going to be doing next in Hermosa Beach on the water. So I'll be doing about 10 lives there, and then I'll be going live riding my bike around there because I got a hot spot now. You guys are really going to enjoy these lives, and thanks for everyone who tunes into them. And then I'll have a big video on that. It's going to be back to like the Stairway to Heaven videos. And after that, I got a big pool deck with pour in place coping and all kinds of custom stuff. Really tight access on the pool. We're just going to grade this down. Weather's perfect. It's like 71, 72, which is ideal for working in these kind of conditions. Trying to get it 4 inches. He didn't want it 5. The driveway we did at 5 and 6. But he said just do this 4, 4.5. Just Huntington Beach, typical day here. Moving the breaker out of the way here. We use number 3 rebar. 2 feet on center. We just do that for tensile strength, for keeping it one piece. He's going to be putting a RV on this, a trailer, but this is fine. You can overkill it, but there's really no need on this. This is a high performance mix. This is how I transport my breakers on every setup I have. I put it in the breaker. And a lot of people with the minis having a problem with the bucket from the plate. I just drop it in there over there. With the Bobcat S160, I had the teeth were lower pro to the ground, so I could put the breaker against the curb, and I would go up against the curb and do it. But with this bucket and the way it's lipped up at the front, this case bucket, I can't do it. But that's how you can do it if you want to. But I've been dropping them over the top for a while because of the setup I have. I might get another Bobcat like an S185 or an S160, which is the same as this turbo. The 150 is fine too. I actually like the old school 763s. And building your business, you can build a very, very successful business without being a slave to it and working 80 hours a week. I could do these jobs and then take weeks off at a time. And then you build your business with cash, is what you want to do, is what I'm saying. Whatever you can buy, if it's a trailer first and you buy the trailer first, do what you got to do, hand loading or whatever you got to do. Those ramps are heavy too, by the way. I got to get some aluminum ramps. Those things are heavier than crap, but I'll probably get a pair made. I have a pair, but they're for my old dump truck. They're too long. There's the West Coast Concrete boys. Those are my old tires. Yeah, that's before I got the new tires. I got some new tires on here. That's my old decal too. I got a new trademark. This truck's awesome. It's perfect. You don't need a new truck. Old school diesels are way better than the new ones, and you don't need to spend all that money on it and depreciate on it. So it's just Javier, I think Antonio, probably these two are just here today. And I'm going to pump this. This is under a load. He wanted me to just do it one truck or under. So I measured it where it was 9.5 yards. So when we pour it, we got a half yard left and he didn't have to pay for a cleanup or another truck. And it went all the way back. He's going to end up doing a detached garage back there, another one. So this will just add, we'll just add to this ramp and then do a monolithic raised footing for the garage, and he could frame it up, stick it up. So he's gonna have two garages. This is a huge property. Bro's family moved there in 1950. They moved this house. He has pictures of it. It was only half the size. They added on to it. It's got a big pool deck and a big, huge pool in the backyard that I think he's working on. It needs all new concrete around it. Soil wasn't too bad here. So we just overlap them and then cut them right off. Just using bolt cutters. There's better ways to do it, but that's just what we had that day. I'm going to get a little rebar cutter. Probably a Milwaukee. So here's the pump day. This is the best day for me because this is payday. I found this cloth or this indoor-outdoor carpet in the back of my truck to put the hose in it because the hose is over years has gotten so expensive where it's just a nightmare to buy it. It's like $450 for a 25 footer, I think. So I just wrap it up with this indoor-outdoor carpet, and it seems to work really good. And there's not a bunch of oil and grease and leaves and all kinds of dirt and crap in the back. So it seems to work really well. I'm happy with the way I'm doing it. Just like the way I'm running this business. It's just turnkeyed. If you want to watch the highest end level, that's why I put stuff on here too, is so people can see how concrete's supposed to be done, supposed to be poured. Doesn't have to be hard with yelling and a bunch of people who don't know what they're doing and a bunch of chiefs. You got a bunch of people that know the pecking order and what they're screeding. Some are catching edges. The old school dudes are brooming and cutting joints. That's how it works out here. That's an Olin 545, 45 yard an hour pump. That thing's just, that is a Rolex of pumps. That pump I have right there. The old school one too I like way better. Those are 20-foot, 5-foot rolls. I used to have 50 footers when I was an everyday guy. And I would just chuck 3 or 4 of them out of the truck, run with them, roll them out, clamp them. I'd be ready to go because I was running from job to job. And when you're new and you're showing up, it's already hectic as it is. And when you show up as a new pumper and then you get there and the truck's already there, you're kind of stressed out a little bit, and they're like, man, it's taking this guy forever to set up. But once you're good at it, I could care less when the truck was there or if the load's hot or whatever. There's my boy Johnson, brought the mud. We just ordered a full load. Because over here in California, if you order 8 yards or more, there's no short load fee. So you might as well just order a full load because you're getting one of the yards for free. At least 9 yards anyway. That's the slump we're using. I just shot the water over there because we're going to continue the driveway, the next project, and then the garage in the back there. He already has a garage in front of the house, so he's going to have a second garage. He's got a lot of old school cars and stuff like that. Look at that. We're lifting the rebar. These guys that just think you got to put chairs on it are just, it's comical. If you want me to go to any job, pick any job, put it on here, 3 years, 5 years, 2 years, whatever you want, and I'll go film it. And I'll get up close on the whole thing and you show me where it's cracked. Show me the stairway to heaven where that cracked also. Show me any of them. Pick any one you want. I'll go back. So we can, enough about the rebar. It gets redundant. It's friggin' ridiculous. You can assume at the level we're doing at a regular house, this is a $2 million house, just a regular house in Huntington. You think you're going to go around to 20, $30 million houses and it's just normal protocol? Oh, all the concrete's cracked. That's just the way it is out here. Come on. You're not going to get away with that out here. Lift it as you go. You don't need to trip on the stuff. And when you step on it, the rocks are in between it. It'll be right in the bottom third, right where you want it. Right there. See where by my feet, right in front of me, where it's at? That's where you want it. I've seen guys lift it and have it on chairs, and if it's up above half, it'll crack. It'll literally telegraph right through or rust right through it. I've seen it. And being a demo guy, too, and demoing so many jobs, I've seen so many of them that rust through and stuff. And the same guys that are saying, oh, it's not on chairs, use CC, calcium chloride, as accelerants, and it eats the rebar. You got to know what you're talking about. But I guess it really doesn't matter. I mean, they can write whatever they want, but if you listen and pay attention, you'll actually learn something. I got two guys. I got Milton Sr., who's an awesome finisher, and his son, Jonathan, and me. And then Javier bought a Mini. He's going to show up, and I'm going to show him how to do a bunch of work on it. We're going to change all the oil and filters and stuff like that today. So he's going to come with the right timing to help cut the joints, because we put a band around this to match the driveway and sequence and everything like that. Aesthetically, same finish. We use a wooden bowl float in California because we want to keep it open. And then when the bleed water comes up, you'll see it on top. And then when it starts going down, then you can get on it. So it's a very simple timing process. It's not that difficult. When you start off and you don't know a lot of stuff, it is. But once you see the bleed water and you know after it bleeds down through, you got a certain amount of time with the soil, the weather, the mix, how far away the plant was. There's a lot of variables to it. And if you're worried about the mud getting hot and your timing not being right, just touch it with your hand. If it's hot, better keep an eye on it. It feels really warm in your hand because it's almost combustible when it starts getting hot, shrinking and expanding, it gets hot. So you can feel it. And when you're a pumper and you go up in the drum to look in there, you could feel the heat hit your face and you could smell it. You know, I could tell right away, whoa, this load's steaming. Easy breezy day for me and the boys. Javier shows up here. And we're going to have some awesome jobs. That's the slump we're using right there. It's, what is that, a 5.5? It's having a hard time going through my screen, which Johnson loves. I got to get a new screen. If you let your screen build up, and you go pumping all these jobs, it won't even go through the screen. So he's right. I just got to go buy a new screen. And then Mike, the owner, has a new fence guy putting up a gate here. So he's just going to make these wooden ramps right on the curb, right where the tires go. There's a left turn he can make and back the trailer right into the spot. And that's a washout hook that we use out here. When you see California guys like me, you see real pros. You see the best, highest end. We pump everything. We make no mess. Nobody's sweating. The access doesn't really matter. It can be anywhere. You can go 900 feet with this pump. I've gone 500, 600, 650 with it. No problem. And it's designed to pump a low slump. You don't have to pump a wet slump with it. I mean, look how dry that shit is. We probably put some heat in it. I don't know. Some polar set. I don't remember. I pour a lot of jobs. I got a lot of cool videos and lives you guys are going to love. I'm doing a big pour-in-place wall coming up right on the beach in Hermosa Beach. I just signed. I've been talking about it for a while, but it took a while to sell the job. Tuesday, I'm signing a contract, and I'll start next week. So I'll be live for 10 days on the beach. Plus, I'll be riding my bike around with the live. I'll be in and out of the job because it's like right 50 feet from the water. And it's one of those old school houses in California that's like 100 years old, that they're thin, but they're 2 stories, and they can't build any higher, so they're going underneath, and I'm going to start digging basements in that area. See, here's after the water bleeds. Now he's going to seal it up with this steel Fresno So this will trap all the water, no more water bleeding through. It's all just a little timing game. And when you do this, these boys do this 5, 6 days a week. They get the timing down. Your crew's a reflection of you. People look at that. All my customers say, man, your crew is second to none. The way that you run this, the way you delegate, man, you can tell that they just want a turnkey operation. That's why it's so easy with my sales rates, like 10 out of 10. If they call me and I say, they'll say, I saw you on YouTube. I already know. If they're even halfway want to get their concrete done, this is a done deal, you know? And if they say, oh, I saw you on Google or whatever, it's a total different customer. Once they've seen this is a no-brainer. This is a library of everything you've done. You don't have to have a web page or put up pictures of what you've done. Just watch the video. Call me back, you know? But 99% of my calls come from YouTube. And just a few stragglers from, oh, I saw you on Google or whatever, and it's totally different customer. It's like the old ones before I was known. It was just a nightmare. That's a torpedo cutter that we cut the joints with. That goes in 2 inches, and then the next one goes 1.25 inches, and then 1 inch on the final pass with the hand in the hand. They'll do it on another pole with a planer, and then they'll get out their skates and they'll have the hand one in their hand to clean them up. It's just perfection at its best. You know, it's a craftsman who's really good at what they do, and West Coast Custom Concrete's the best you're gonna see. And all you gotta do is look at my YouTube channel. And that's what I'm all about. I'm in here to be professional, to show how to lay down concrete in the 21st century. It's bizarre, you know, because I can tell you right now, people who say we use 3/4, we do this because that's what's available in their area and their plant. The concrete plants tell them you can't use pea gravel here because if it falls, it's your fault. So for 50 years, they haven't had pea gravel in their area. But on the East Coast, they use 4,000 pea gravel in a 4-foot freeze. And I've seen dudes in St. Louis in a freeze and different areas use steel trowels and pea gravel. The guys that are saying that are generally the northern Midwest because they don't know any better. They're adamant you got to use 3/4, but you don't have to. You can use a 4,000 pea stone. It's all over the country and world where they use it in freeze areas. Okay, here's Javier showed up because this was a little bit for 2 people, a little bit too much, but he was showing up an hour later after we laid it down. So we're going to do the exact job as we did on the driveway. And here's a man here. You put anyone up against these guys, especially social media, that's a joke. There's no one touching any of the stuff we do. Well, we want to be at the highest level. That's what we're promoting. We're putting it out there and say, hey, here's the top level. You can get there. You just have to be an independent thinker and add stuff to you. You don't have to be pig-headed and say, oh, we can't use pea gravel. We can't steel trout. It's because on a 100-degree day with the humidity, you got friggin' 3/4 using a stupid buggy. Takes you 2 hours to put down a couple loads. This stuff's gone. They're just putting barely a mag finish on it, and the guy's brooming it right behind him. It doesn't matter if it's wet, dry, whatever it is. That's the finish. And then you look at guys in the East Coast and the high-end areas, and they're using 4,000 pea stone. Really nice work. The South, too. I know guys out there that do really nice work, and they're using pea gravel. They used 3/4 rock here until about the 80s and early 80s, 1980, and everyone's like, nah, we're not tamping this shit. We can't get the level of work we want for these mansions in these badass areas in Corona del Mar and Laguna Beach. They're going to figure it out here. This is the trend settings, the West Coast. There's no argument with that. But big in other parts of the country, a big deal stamping, and out here, I don't even think anyone owns any stamps. All it does, it'll show all the flaws and how crappy of work you actually do. It's nothing impressive. It just, when you see the broom finishes they do and the other finishes, it exposes it. That's why nobody zooms up on it. Nobody does lives. They have no time of reference. They used to say, we do it this fast, or we do it like this, or this, but they ain't going live with it. There's a sweet broom finish here. We just put a medium-ish broom on it. It's not really a commercial finish. It's just for non-slip. It looks nice for a residential. And this is how West Coast lays it down. Look at the joints, look at everything on it. You guys want to learn something and watch, you're more than welcome to ask any questions you want. I get calls. I've influenced more people in concrete industry than anybody, all these guys put together on YouTube. Call it for what it is. I've started so many people pumping, demoing, sending them the right tools, how to face and strip steps, and they're going for it. The ones who know and want to learn, you can learn. That broom's the best broom too. These guys love the green nylon. And that's perfect size for the band or ribbon, whatever you want to call it. I think it's 1 foot around the perimeter. I like it all the way around, and then the joints across just singular. I think it looks way better. But we had to do 2 right there because of the wall, because it's going to crack off one of those corners. So there's no way around that. And then on the entrance too, excuse me, I'm out of it. I've been bike riding all day. On the entrance, there's those pilasters too, so we had to do it. You guys are going to really enjoy the next few jobs I do. There's a big retaining wall right on the beach. That'll be about 10 days of work. So I'll go live like 10 times, and that pool deck will take me 8 to 10 days. It's pour in place coping, no access, just jackhammer and wheelbarrow to get it out. It's a unique property the way you can't get back there. So we get out there on the moon boots and broom it. And we will zoom up tight on everything. On the lives, we're on top of it too. So when we're going live, if you guys want to see what it looks like live, just write in and say, get up on that. We'll zoom up on it. This was a really sweet job, 2-day job. So we just graded it out. I took 40 yards of dirt off this property because I stockpiled like 25 yards from the driveway I did to the right of the driveway behind that trailer. So I had to get that, bring it over here with the mini, because I didn't want to bring the heavy skid steer around the newer concrete, dump it here, and then we had to take out a couple loads here. So I took out about 40 yards of dirt out of here with major fluff, like probably 25%. There it is there. There's another best in the West. I mean, that's like a 70-foot joint. Look at that up close. Beautiful day. We're in the shade all day. Generally, with that big tree. We'll just strip it probably today and we're gone. Bang. All the customers out there, just take a good detailed look at that. That's what you get every time. So you had to do double band there too because of these pilasters. I want to thank everybody. Next week, I'll be starting the retaining wall on the beach. So I'll have 10 days there. I'll show you guys California beaches, Pacific Ocean. Thank you very much for watching.